Wawakilishi kutoka taasisi mbalimbali ikiwemo taasisi ya Linda Katiba, Tume ya Haki za Binadamu ya Kenya, taasisi ya Katiba na nyinginezo wametoa wito kwa Wakenya kulinda katiba ya sasa iliyotangazwa mnamo mwaka 2010. Wameyazungumza hayo katika hafla ya kumbukizi ya kutangazwa kwa katiba iliyopo.
This constitution might not be perfect. However, it is the birth certificate and the legal foundation for the existence of a constitutional, democratic Kenyan society. It commits us individually and collectively to build a nation based on the democratic values of human dignity, equality, freedom, constitutionalism, and the rule of law. It sets out how the state will be constituted and run. It also outlines our rights and responsibilities as citizens and the creation of democratic institutions to support and safeguard our constitutional democracy.
This same constitution is under attack and it's endangered as recent efforts to sneak in rogue processes would demonstrate. We have to once again unite and stand against every attempt to shift power from the people and move it back there. To my friends in the media, I would like to make a polite request that we need to be a little more patriotic by beginning to undo the tendency to focus on the destroyers of our gains. We need to move to a point where our screens are no longer filled with thieves, exploiters, and lawless people. And the media can help us to stop celebrating them.
Kenya is not in a constitutional movement. The country has been plunged into a vicious present political succession plot. BBI, the constitutional amendment, are only special purpose vehicle to deliver that succession. And we must be clear to ourselves. And the Court of Appeal made a very interesting observation that BBI constitutional amendment is full of sweeteners that are actually poisoned with the sole purpose of succeeding the final intent of amending the Constitution, which is not to amend the Constitution for the best of the country, but for the purpose of managing the succession. And finally, I want to say this as I conclude, that when we are here, and why we are here today, is that we want, by the time we are leaving here, and this is, I am not speaking directly to why it is so important to us, is that Washia Maina will help us in helping us to understand the insights and the journey of implementation and the performance of the Constitution 2010. He will give us the standards and the criteria on how we can use to audit the performance and the implementation of the Constitution.
Ijumaa iliyopita mahakama ya rufaa ilitetea uamuzi wa mahakama kuu ya Kenya uliotangazwa kwamba marekebisho ya katiba kwa njia ya BBI yalikuwa ni kinyume cha katiba. Wakili mkuu wa serikali nchini Kenya, Kihara Kariuki, kwa sasa anaelekea katika mahakama za juu kupinga uamuzi wa majaji wa rufaa, huku upande mwingine wa vikundi vinavyotaka kulinda katiba bado vinapinga majaribio yoyote ya kuifanyia marekebisho.
Today I stand here also as a carrier of hope. I stand here as a representative not just of the marginalized and undertrodden, but as a very optimistic carrier of hope that given the provisions of Constitution 2010, that anybody in this country has a right to exercise whatever gifts, talents, and opportunities that come one's way in order to make Kenya a better country.
Wakati rais wa zamani Mwai Kibaki na kiongozi wa upinzani Raila Odinga walikubaliana mapatano kufuatia ghasia za baada ya uchaguzi wa mwaka 2007-2008, mchakato wa upatanisho huo uligundua masuala ya muda mrefu na suluhisho ambazo zilipaswa kushughulikiwa ikiwa Kenya ingeendelea mbele na kuepusha mizozo ya baadaye, na hii hatimaye ilisababisha kutangazwa kwa katiba ya sasa.
We are here today, therefore, to commemorate our very progressive and radical constitution, one of the best in the world. And since we got it in from 2010, we have been able to enjoy so many benefits, especially at the local level. I know, for example, KJC exists because of the Constitution of Kenya. There has been many attempts by the government, like 4 times, to ban us, and we went to court and got a reprieve just by invoking the provisions of the Constitution of Kenya. For example, Article 47, just the right to fair administrative action. So all those rights in the Constitution actually is what has helped us to exist as a commission and also as many other civil society.
Is the process leading to the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution. The process was as important as the substance. And I think the most contested process, the most contested issue initially was the question about the process. And once the process was agreed, which was going to be a people-centered process, then people went to discuss the questions about the substance. Even when you look at the decisions of the High Court, those decisions, both the High Court and the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal, when it is discussing questions about the BBI, one critical question is brought out is the question about the process.
Mchakato wa kutengeneza katiba mpya ilikuwa muhimu kama kupitishwa kwa mswada wa marekebisho ya katiba kwa njia ya BBI, ambao wafuasi wake wakuu wamekuwa ni Rais Uhuru Kenyatta na kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga. Bado ni mjadala nchini Kenya. Mchakato wa marekebisho ya katiba ya Kenya ya mwaka 2009-2010 ulifikiriwa kupitia mchakato wa mkataba wa kitaifa na maridhiano wa Kenya ulioongozwa na jopo la Umoja wa Afrika lililoongozwa na katibu mkuu wa zamani wa Umoja wa Mataifa marehemu Kofi Annan. Katiba ya mwaka 2010 ilikuwa na maana ya kubadilisha Kenya kutoka hali ya kati isiyowajibika na isiyojali haki na demokrasia ya ushindani. Yapo mafanikio yanayoonekana, lakini mengi bado hayaonekani.